Shoplifting is a very common charge, and the outcome for any given shoplifting case will be very dependent on where you're located. So, for instance, in New York, where I practice, it's certainly possible to get a shoplifting charge dropped completely without any sort of criminal record. What's very important when determining whether or not a shoplifting charge will be dropped are a few things. So first, have you ever been arrested before? If you've never been arrested before and this is your first time being arrested for any crime or first time being arrested for shoplifting, it's much more likely that your defense lawyer can convince the prosecution to knock the charges down so that you don't get a criminal record. The next question is, what exactly was the value of the stolen property? If the value is under $1,000, then you're likely to just be charged with petty larceny, which is a misdemeanor. And when you're charged with petty larceny, it's much more likely that your lawyer will be able to get your charges knocked down so that you don't get a criminal record. Now, on the other hand, if the value of the stolen property is $1,000 or more, then you can be charged with a felony. And the specific felony will be dependent on the exact value of the property. So there are different degrees of grand larceny, which is the felony charge in New York. Now, that said, even if you're charged with a felony charge of grand larceny, it may be possible for your lawyer to still get your charges dropped so that you don't get a criminal record. But it's very dependent on the specifics of your case and whether or not your lawyer can convince the district attorney's office to give you a break. If you're charged with shoplifting in New York City, feel free to give me a call. We can talk about the specifics of your case and determine the best strategy to get your charges dropped.